Hello everyone, this is Crossfire Kitty, and this is the next episode of A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. We are playing this on easy mode to get all the trophies and making them easier to get. When I get finished, I'll probably go and play the hard mode real quickly, just to show I have gotten the trophy again. I am re-recording all of these episodes because the original ones were very dark, or very pixelated, or both. And because I finally got my settings in order, we should be pretty good. And everything should be very clear now. So in this chapter, there is a trophy for throwing so many flares, and because there's more flares in the easy mode, we'll be able to get that pretty easily. Here's our first note. I'll make sure I don't miss any of those. If you come along here, then you'll see that the creature is going to stick his big old arm through the window. Just does it as a jump scare, I guess. If you're not looking, he'll do it. If you're not looking at the window, he'll still do it. And then you're just like, what happened? I heard a noise. I don't know what's going on. Make our way through the vent. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I have played this game way too many times, because every time I start recording it, either say the video is messed up because I have bad settings, or I forget to push the record button, or I forget to pick up an item, or whatever it is, and then I end up restarting it. Or because I think I babbled too much, so I end up restarting it. Or I think I'd said something stupid. So I've restarted this game so many times because I want the gameplay to be perfect, but starting to get where I think that maybe if I'm not, saying everything exactly the way I'd like it to be said, maybe that's okay. Maybe I can just move on and let it go. Because I am really, really ready to be done with this game. But I do like the game. I just, how many times do you want to record a video of a game for YouTube? Eventually you go, maybe that's enough. So in here, we're going to get some flares. And since it's an easy mode, we'll get 3. I believe the normal only gives you 2, and I think the hard mode as well. And here is also a note. Oh, I thought I was going to throw the flare for a second. So we want to do that. I'm going to throw them as I get them so we can get to the 15 that you need for the trophy. Plus, it makes everything red, so it's kind of hard to see anything when you have them. To me, they don't make it easier to see, they make it harder to see with all the redness. And there are plenty of flares in the area, at least on easy mode. Here's another note. I'm just going to try my best not to forget any of the notes, because once you miss it, well, you have to restart the last save, I guess. I try not to miss them. And I actually have a notebook of all the notes, just in case. So the next one should be pipe burst note, which will be by a valve pipe. Easy mode, but the creature can still be annoyed by you just as easily, it seems. And down here, so I'm going to grab some more of the flares so I can keep throwing those for the trophy. The creature doesn't really, you don't really need the flares for the creature here because he tends to stay in certain places every time. Yeah, certain cutscenes he comes and shows up at, if you want to call him that. So there's a note over here. This one should be the pipe burst note. Yep. And then we're going to turn this. We want to stay in the white spot, as it says. I didn't know that when I first played. I went right to danger, but for some reason I never seemed to have any issues. Yeah, he always shows up there and crawls over. In fact, I think I bumped into this pop once and he ignored it. Just in case. There should be some more flares ahead. On here, I think. Yes. Oh, he's right there. You know, I don't want to land on him. But as you see, he's not really, like, coming towards them. Even though it's supposed to distract them, but it does when they want it to, let's just say. So what I want to do is, that door is locked from this side, but over here is an office. Get some more flares in there. And there is a health thing in this locker here. And I'll grab the other flare over here. It just goes back to where you were. But you can open the door on the other side if you want to. And there's some soda and the dark side. Sweetest chocolate. Interesting. And apparently some people left their coffee and pizza. Well, that's sad. Never know when you're gonna need some pizza that's left over. And here there is an inhaler. There's nothing on the other side, it's just microwaves. All right. Takes a while for you to take them out for some reason. Now I'm going to go to end over here. Get another one. And come around. There's a, that's loud. There's a shuttle in here. And another inhaler. I always think they look the same, but another flare. They don't look quite the same, but they're very close to me in the drawings. I mean, that's the inhaler. And there's a note right here. Figuring out what they want to do and keeping the place running. Oh, now he's doing the probing. I don't want to say probing. That sounds, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, the shuttle. And then we'll turn this wheel over here. All right. Just keep an eye out for, or ear out for the sound. Now that the water's been turned down a little bit, I can turn the sound back up. I don't know what that sound is, because I'm not detected. Hello. He usually goes over there. No, actually he stays there. I'm thinking about earlier. Earlier he went across there. But I wasn't looking this way when he did it. I keep having to pause because my cat from downstairs keeps coming in here and annoying the cat from up here. Luckily he ran away. They kind of will tease each other sometimes. So the cat will be like, I hate you. He's like, well, I hate you. And then he'll run away. But it's kind of annoying when you're trying to record. You get down. And the timed part of this is not too bad. I think you have 6.5 minutes. No, 7 minutes. What we're gonna do is grab a brick. I didn't realize, but there's 2 different colored bricks. I mean, it doesn't matter, but. Oh, don't move. The most annoying mechanic in the game to me. I'm gonna go ahead and open the door. I mean, I usually wait, but it's fine. Get another flare. I'll wait till I get to the safe room to set it off. Open the door. And not to make as much noise as I do. More flare. Wheel. It's fine. Gotta move this out of the way. Oh, another flare. Oh. Careful of the bucket. Carefully. Hopefully that's close enough. Let me move it a little closer. Just in case. Okay, I thought I was going to do it again. And I grab that. And what I usually do is I put this onto here, as you should. And then I grab the brick I have, throw it through the door, because then the creature will run over there. As he's always right in the way. And then he's just kind of there. He'll kind of slowly follow you, but very, very slowly. So you should be able to get out of here before he gets to you. I don't think I have any more room for any more flares. Oh, actually, I can't tell. I can't pick that one up, apparently. Oh, I guess I still have room. Okay. I'm not sure how many I'm holding, actually. And it's very easy to forget this note. I have done it many times. So there's another note. And we should have 6. I guess. We only have 4 flares. I thought I had more. Oh, I see. So we can hold 5. That's what it was. Oh, there it is. Got the trophy for doing 15 flares. Cool. Done with that. Use my brick. You want to do it when the sound is loudest. And then get the board. Put it over here. And I've actually had the game freeze up on me in the next area. It was really annoying. Only happened once, but I was just kind of moving along and suddenly I lost the ability to pick up things or throw things or do anything. Just randomly happened while I was trying to go into the vent. I'm hoping that's a fluke and won't happen again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the stuff here. I'm going to set everything up just in case. It kind of made me a little paranoid for that to happen again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the board. And we'll put it over here. It only happened one time, but when I was about to leave, I unscrewed one of the vent screws, and then suddenly I could not do anything else. My controller just would not. Went and screwed the other one. I couldn't pick up a board. I couldn't do anything that had to do with interactions. So after that, I was like, what the heck? And so I just make sure that that won't happen, hopefully, by opening everything up before I get the collectible. Because you could still walk across the board, you just couldn't pick it up. So, just do that. Now the door is going to be open. Put that there. And I will get the cassette tape. I like it for the cassette tape to appear on the screen when I'm doing a Let's Play or walkthrough. And the problem is if you pick it up and then you have to restart the chapter because of something that happens or you die, you go and pick it up again, it no longer shows up on the screen. Which I don't know why, because the readable things, the documents, they do show up again. I don't know why they did it that way. I just know it's very annoying. So, for example, there's this question marks there now, because we don't have it yet. We go and get the mixtape right now. There's a flare in there. So it shows up on the screen, which is nice. But if I were to have something happen now, or I died, or the screen froze up, or whatever the case may be, and I had to pick it up again, Now, when I picked it up again, it would not show up on the screen again like that. It would just make a little sound effect to say, yes, that's the item, you have it. And it does save it. You do have it in your inventory, or I should say you have it on your file. But when you looked here, it would just be still blank. It would not go back into your inventory, even though you picked it up again. And I find that quite annoying. So now we're in the vents. So we go up here. And this document up here is the 7th one, which is sorry worker's note. There you go. Sorry worker's note, because he's going to be going to check on his parents. He wants to make sure they're okay. And then a little quick time event. All right. And now we're in the safe house. So by the time you leave the safe house, you should have 12 documents. There's one, a little back and forth about keeping the place going. That is a workers' chat. And some candles. I always like to light those, or some glasses. And this one should be Hopeful Mother. Guess I could have been saying the names of them all this time, but I'll try to label them in the videos. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have a little thing where she feels a little ill, and she kind of sings a little song to her baby. Well, her unborn baby. So this one is Kid's Boat. And here is the picture of the boat, which is Kid and Man on a Boat. And this one is The Greatest Gift. And we don't need anything else. I like to light the candle, though. A candle. Thank you. Then we're going to leave. And there's a couple more things and a shuttle up ahead to the left. Over here is a shuttle. And there is a timed event coming up. But I don't think it starts until after you turn off the water up ahead. So I think it happens after you turn that off, I'm pretty sure. And I did not get an extra brick, which I meant to do. That's right. So that's that. And that one is Concerned Worker's Note. And I think this one is Pump Room Compilation. Compilation? Or maybe it's Complication. I can't read my own writing. Complication. Like complimation. What? Well, I usually have a brick on me here, but I just forgot to pick it up because I'm just stressed I'm going to miss something. We have one note left. I could put a timer here, but I usually make it. So I usually hurry up and get through the water. The creature will show up to your left. And usually goes that way. I grab a brick. I'm going to keep this so I can see what's going on. We have 7 minutes. But I've kind of worked out a route that works for me in general. So up ahead here, the water will be spilling out. This is probably the part that's the noisiest, I would say. So you want to take advantage of that, of course. And over here is a shuttle. Just keep an eye out for the creature. Once you get out of the water, it's not too bad. But just be mindful he can kind of sneak up on you. And every time you use one of the valves, it saves your place. What I usually do is if he shows up, I just throw the brick there. Doesn't always, but sometimes he doesn't show up at all. That's why it's a good idea to have a brick ready. Just gonna go across here. I'm a little stressed. And scoot behind here. And then go across this thing. Saves time. Just watch your sound. Scoot behind here. Sometimes you'll get lucky and the creature will be up ahead, and then you can get him to take out the door for you. He's on the wrong side, it doesn't really help though. But whenever he's on the other side of this gate, it's actually good. I don't see him though. Yeah, sometimes he'll be over there. Then you can throw the brick and he'll bash down the door. Yeah, he's somewhere. Huh. Oh, watery here, so. Seems like I always alert him when I come over here every time. I gotta make sure not to forget to read that last note. Okay, grab the brick, or not the brick. We have a brick? Yeah, we have a brick. Sometimes he jumps down here, so let's be aware of that. Excuse me. Alright, we're okay, I think. I don't know about our time, but... Just have to get to the ladder, basically, and down it. Yeah. Unless something happens. Let me grab the note real quick. I don't remember what it says. That's okay. And if we make it, when we get to the bottom, we should get the trophy. Good. I usually do make it going that way. See how far I have every time, once I figured out the best route for myself. Now, by how much, I don't know. I've never actually timed it. And then we're gonna grab the very unhelpful flashlight. Because well, I mean, it doesn't run out of batteries, but you have to charge it. So, it is much brighter though. I'd say it lasts like 20 seconds. And when you charge it, it makes noise. And it's the key. And it makes that little revving sound. And then we're almost out of here. Went pretty smoothly. Didn't, knock on wood, get killed yet. Could happen here, I suppose. I mean, this room looks pretty secure, but there is a opening here, so... Not that the game cares about that kind of logic. So we'll go up there. And we'll get the trophy, of course. And now we're on day 120, and we are at the harbor. And she has had a very stressful day. But, I don't blame her. But we're gonna make it together. So that is the end of this video. We made it through, so I didn't get killed at all. Made the timed event, and hopefully we got all the documents. Let's check it out to make sure. Yes, everything is good. That always makes me happy. So, if you enjoyed that, please let me know. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take care, and peace out.